Hey everyone, it's Mrs. Cook. In this short video, I'm going to show you how you can access the online practice test for the ELA or the math tests this year. Again, this is just an informational video in case you would like to go over this with your students. I will be making separate videos for your students that you can share with them or not, depending on what you'd like to do, to orient them to the tools on the online test. All right. First, if you'd like to go to the online practice, the thing that you need to do is go to Google and you can put in New York State ELA online test practice. When I did that, I got to this first hit, and when I click that, it's question sampler for New York State Education Department. So that's what this looks like. Once I was here, if I go down here to the New York State question sampler and I click on that, it warns me I'm going to exit the New York State's Department website, and it's going to take me to this new website called Questari. That's perfectly fine, and that's where we want to be. So I'm going to click on that. Now, this is what the next screen looks like. The New York State Grades 3 through 8 Testing Program Question Sampler. So I'm going to scroll down here, and what I can do is I can now select my subject. I'm going to select ELA. I can select the grade. Since 5th grade is next week, I'm going to select grade 5. And then I can select the test. You'll see there are 3 different samplers and then an ELA response box sampler. We're going to ignore the response box because there are no extended responses this year. So I'm going to go to sampler 1. You can see here there's an answer key that I can download, or I can just start the test. When I click Start Test, it says select accommodations. Now, these accommodations are only for students with a 504 or an IEP. You will need to contact the appropriate administrator to determine how to load these accommodations for your students, but you may not accommodate other students unless, of course, they have a 504 or an IEP. So we're going to skip this, and we're going to go to continue. Now, what you'll see is a series of directions, and they orient you and your students to the tools that are on the test. I'm going to make separate videos for each of the tools so that children can practice them if they are so inclined. For now, I'm just going to verbally walk you through them. So there's this. It tells you about the information area. Then it tells you about the navigation area. Let me hide that. It tells you about split screen controls, the test controls, test tools, and then the directions end. And then you can end directions and it will say start the test. Once you start the test, it will look like this. So there is the text. Children can scroll down to read the full text. Once they scroll down, then they can choose their answer. And then they can move forward in the, oops, excuse me, that's the split screen control. Let me move that. Okay. Oh my goodness. And then they can go to the next question up here. Okay. So again, I will be showing students how they can do that. Once, I'm going to just quickly sort of randomly answer the questions. Once your students complete their test, of course, yours will not have written answers. I'm just going to type, there are no written answers this year. And I go here, still no writing. Keep on going. Third time is a charm. Oh my goodness, no more tests. And that should do it. Then I'm going to be done. I'm going to pause my test and sign out. And that's that. All right, folks. So oops, good heavens. That is how you access online practices. I hope this helps. See you later.